Family? Yeah. I think we're even next. What? I think our is even next. I mean, something in your hand. What? Something in your hand.
To dedicate our speech to Jimmy. Could you please welcome quietly?
Why are you in here?
Please welcome George, Kevin, Richard and Zihan on a speech about how the brain works.
Obviously, there's been a misunderstanding about the brain. Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin. And I'm George. And today we'll be informing you on a pressing issue in our society that is becoming more widespread and exponentially increasing in seriousness. Gambling! Now, we all know that gambling is playing a game or a bet that involves a sum of money in some shape, way, or form. When we hear the word gambling, what do we think of? Fancy casinos in Las Vegas? Or posh men and women with too much money in their hands? Or choosing numbers for a chance to multiply your money? Or maybe even flashy car dealers who successfully waterfall their cards, clicking them here and there. Yes, that is the side of gambling that most of the public are aware of. But what do we really understand about gambling? Half of the adults have gambled within the past 6 months. And you teachers, you are no exception. There are so many forms of gambling: blackjack, horse betting, sports betting, poker. It's really hard to escape from it.
Yes, now let me tell you a story which my mom told me when I was a little boy. Now the story starts off with God. He planted a tree which bore amazing godly fruit. Now a tribe moved in and they saw this fruit and they shared it generously around the tribe. However, as the years passed, the tribe's greed skyrocketed, and the tribe members lied and killed each other in order to gain this precious fruit. The god saw this, and what was happening, and he was angered. With one mighty blow, he smashed the tree, and he destroyed it. The tribe saw how their bloodshed was unnecessary, and consequently led to the destruction of who they loved and everything they owned.
The story about the tribe can be an example of gamblers who have the disease compulsive gambling. These people cannot control the impulse to gamble, even when they are down and know that they are hurting themselves and their loved ones. Compulsive gamblers keep gambling, whether they're broke, flush, happy, depressed, or even if they know the odds are stacked against them. Problem gambling affects many people's lives and disrupts them. It generates unpleasant feelings like stress, loneliness, depression, and isolation. An important aspect of quitting gambling is to find something which can divert your attention. And people who are addicted to gambling hide these symptoms as they know that it will harm their loved ones.
The signs and symptoms of gambling include feeling the need to be secretive about your gambling, having trouble controlling your gambling, and gambling even when you don't have the money. This usually results in family and friends becoming worried about your gambling. Now, how do we gamble responsibly? 1. Set your limits in both money and time. 2. Do not chase your losses. 3. Only gamble with money that you can afford to lose. If you win, then it is a bonus. 4. Having realistic expectations as to the likely outcome of your gambling. Don't gamble to win money to pay bills. Keep a weekly inventory of your gambling, such as bank accounts specifically to track your gambling. And do not drink alcohol when gambling.
Every gambler is unique and needs a recovery program suited for themselves. What works for one gambler may not work for another. The biggest step in the treatment is realizing it and accepting that you have a problem with gambling. It takes tremendous strength and courage to own up to this, especially if you have lost the support of friends and loved ones and the money. Don't despair and don't try to take the road alone. Others may have been in your shoes and have been able to break the habit. Overcoming the addiction or problem is never easy, but recovery is possible if you seek the right treatment and support. Solutions to gambling are plentiful, especially if you know where to find the help. You could sample substitute behaviors. If you gamble for the rush, try something else like go-kart riding, mountain biking, or rock climbing. You can be more social and overcome the shyness and accept that you must drop the gambling. You can get counseling or enroll in a class or another social group. And do not think about the problems, but rather positive things that lay ahead.
Gambling, as you can see, gambling is a serious issue in our society. The loss of love, self-esteem, mental health, and friendship makes it one of the most cruel ways to harm yourself. If you don't gamble, stay that way. And if you do or know anyone who does, with the right advice and support, this can be overcome for a better future and a better life. Thank you very much.